So the simplest and dumbest joke I've ever heard is two Irish guys walk out of a bar. That's the joke.
What did the sushi say to the bee? Wasabi.
What's the difference between bird flu and swine flu? If you have bird flu, you need tweetment. If you have swine flu, you need ointment.
There was a government worker who came into Walter Johannessen's Chinese laundry and he's looking for Walter Johannessen. And this little Oriental man comes out and says, "Meet Walter Johannessen." And he said, "Well, how can you be Walter Johannessen?" I said, "Well, that's the name they gave me at immigration." "What are you talking about?" "I'm online in immigration and this big Norwegian man in front of me and they ask his name and he says Walter Johannessen and they put down Walter Johannessen. Then they ask me my name and I say Sam Ting and they put down Walter Johannessen."
Have you heard about the new corduroy pillows? No? They're making headlines!
A Hispanic, an Indian, a black guy, and a white guy go to the top of the mountain. The Indian says, "This is for my people," and he jumps off the mountain. The Hispanic guy says, "This is for my people," and he jumps off the mountain. The black guy says, "This is for my people," and he throws the white motherfucker off the mountain. White people, if you're watching this, just switch it, and it works either way.
This guy walks into an agent's office and he's a triple threat. He can sing, he can act, he can dance. And the agent's like, "I'm gonna make millions with you. What's your name, kid?" He says, "Penis Von Lesbian." And the guy says, "Penis Von Lesbian? I can't do anything with that. Hold on, let me think. I got it. Dick Van Dyke."
What's colorful and smart? A rainbow.
Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 was a registered 6 offender.
My favorite joke is, alright. Why does Snoop Dogg need an umbrella? For the drizzle.
So there's an old couple, and they're driving down the highway in Florida, and they get pulled over. And so the trooper comes over and says, "Let me see your license and registration." And the old woman said, "What did he say?" And he said he wants to see my license and registration. So the trooper looks at the license and says, "Ah, you're from Tampa." And she says, "What did he say?" "He says we're from Tampa." And the trooper says, "I had the worst lay of my life in Tampa." And she said, "What did he say?" And he said he knew you in Tampa.
What do you call a belt made out of watches? A waste of time.
A guy walks into a bank and he tells the teller, "I want to deposit my fucking money in this bank." The teller was like, "I'm sorry, sir, I can help you, but you can't use that language here." He says, "What? Get me somebody else that can help me then, God damn it." She said, "Sir, there's no reason to have that kind of language. I'm gonna help you." So he was like, "Listen, get me a fucking manager." So the manager comes over. So he tells the manager, he was like, "Listen, I just won the lottery for $10 million and I'm trying to put it in this bank." And the manager turns around and was like, "And this bitch is giving you problems?"
This is Carlos Gonzalez. If you like what you've seen thus far, click and subscribe. Don't miss out.